face here, you know that means he's dragging him to the corner. Not even.
Oh, surprise low.
Instead. Menards put him in the blender. That's why Shigematsu, he had to put a stop to it. Wakes up with the light, got his own lightning beast going now.
Oh my God, here comes the Blanca-chan. Now he's gonna get easy. He's gonna get serious and personal.
Oh!
Yeah, that was a call out and a half. That was ridiculous.
Oh! What? Oh! A draw game through timeout? I've never had that happen. What was that? Uh-oh. could have killed me. Don't let me live, bro. Wow, he let me live.
For that counter hit, there it is.
Set point again, Dogora, but crossover and not giving up.
Stand strong. Oh,
Again!
big damage. How dare you?
Could have killed him. He doesn't want to go for it.
Showing so far, but Dogora does manage to press back in the moment.
Hold that.
Oh, this could be dangerous. Maybe don't let him live.
Oh, no, I don't know if crossover try to anticipate.
Oh, one more hit. One more hit.
Go for a throw. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that should be it.
Level 3, no way, this is enough. On the grand stage, wasn't ready for the drive impact.
He needed crossover, needed to spend the bar. This is once again a great example of a situation where you really needed to spend the bar to get to the final round.
Resources here, but we want to get charged up to
I think any character with nonsense you have to engage or else you'll just get cooked. Especially if you show patience. I think patience is the wrong thing to do against
Low forward into what? Hoshigeki? Oh, it was still active.
Oh, why? It was still active.
Level 2, there it is. The beast that is made out of lightning. Here it is. This is the closeout.
What do we got?
Slowly but surely. Trying to get into the top 8. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Mena RD.
What? But Anywalker is playing this one fantastic, like in a fantastic fashion, you know.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, he goes closer to burnout.
The pad punch.
Oniikuma, I really hope you'll be enjoying football matches, you know. Whoa, what was that? What a drop.
Not enough, but we're in the burnout.
He just died because of that drop. I mean, can we watch Capcom Cup even? No. Wait a minute, even if I wanted to watch Capcom Cup with you guys and I was willing to spend money on it, I couldn't do that, right? I'm not allowed to restream that shit, right? Yeah, I just realized that, wait, streamers are completely screwed. Wow. Wow.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, this guy, I'm not sure how long it's gonna take to recover mentally from that.
That's a fucking joke. I'm not gonna look! He knows I'm gonna jab to bait it, so he does one after. Do you know what I mean? Jimmy's not good at this game. He's not good at Street Fighter. He's a fucking scrub, bro. Fucking winds me up. I can't play this guy seriously. I can't take him seriously. But you know what's happening? I'm not mashing against him. Because I'm trying to fucking play. Fucking scrub. Then winds me up, bro. He winds me up. He's not a fucking player, bro. He's a YOLO little fucking piece of shit.
No CPT today, no. Next week.
Shows that fucking He knows. He must listen to me, bro. He must listen to me, man. He must listen to me, bro. I'm match again, for fuck's sake. This fucking dude, bro. The fucking scrub. That's his back because he knows I'm gonna wait for a fucking match. Fucking scumbag. Fucking game winding up. Fucking shit to me. Always the fucking shit. Fucking scrub! This guy's not good at the game. You try and play with him, he plays like a scrub. He's not good. He's not fucking good at this game. He's been beating bums, bro. Being beaten bums.
Those EXT
when Street Fighter 6 comes out, I'm gonna beat you 10-0 again. You know that. I'm gonna fucking ruin you. Bro, you fucking scrub.
And will forever be my nemesis in 5.
Jesus, bro. I'm trying to play the game here. I might as well just play like a YOLO bomb against you, Jimmy. Fucking hell, this guy's turd, bro.
Round 1.
Fucking turd, man.
Fight.
This is gonna be extremely difficult to do. You can go for the full thing, by the way. Okay, that was 4. No! 7. I got 7 again. Ah, God. No! I swear to God, number 8 is faster than the rest. Maybe I'm going crazy, but I feel like the number 8 is faster than the rest. Oh! Oh my God, I got the full thing. And I told you guys, hit number 8 trolls you because it's actually way faster than the rest. Holy shit. This is difficult, Jesus. How long did that take me? That took me like, what, 2 hours to get once? He actually got hit exclusively by heavy donkey kick and super 1. That's okay. Got him.
Stop telling you, John Takeuchi.
Yeah, he's still getting hit by the same BS that I get hit by.
Nice combo right there.
Free drink, that's 2.
Yeah.
Now the level 2 is even more potent if he does get it, of course.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh.
Again, back then
Yo!
took Pugera's advice.
That's right.
Yo!
Yeah, yeah. Oh, 2.
Yo!
Right away. Does he do it though?
Hell yeah.
Is he still young? Oh, yes he is. That's John Takuchi. He's not 30 yet.
But that's confidence, though. Now he got 0 bars. Now what you gonna do in the next scenario? Oh, there it is.
That's it.
A raw hit off of the.
Oh! Okay. Okay. Where's Ahmad? That's a good question, Oniyakuma. Oh, where's my DP?
Battery fully charged.
Oh, bad. I would have done it. Gotta sneak that in, baby. Oh, he's actually worried about the modern solution, the SPD. Okay. Now straight back dash. Just to reset.
Oh, big opportunity.
Oh, what?
Not able to finish. Could have spent another drive rush there at that point once he got the strike.
Sweep that. Oh, that could have been.
Oh,
Sneaky!
no!
That was sneaky! Oh my God, he's dead. He's dead.
If that is not the modern input,
Survey said.
he's definitely dead. He is. Wow. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream on this wonderful Wednesday. So yeah, we're gonna be playing rank. We're gonna be analyzing the latest or the last CPT tournament that I participated in. Lots of interesting situations that happened, and a lot of optimizations needed to be done for the 4th tournament. You know, I'm still within the top 8, by the way, of that event. So technically, I'm qualified for the regional finals, which is great. But within the next 2 tournaments, I really want to improve my standing in the in the CPT. You know, so that I'm not just barely in the top 8. I'm obviously in the top 8, and I'm obviously a real challenger for actually taking that CPT spot. That is the goal, you know. Prezigida, good to see you. Jen Tiang, welcome. Was geht, Jimmy? Was geht bei dir? Schön, dich zu sehen. Young Madman for Slippy. Senko G, what's up? Fabian, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Damn, Vegeta is always here. Always is. Anonymous GQ, what's up? Imagine doing the Chun-Li pair in the game without issue. Yeah? Solomantic, what's up? Or Solomant C, welcome. I'm better than the 96% of the people who play the game when you're on High Master. You definitely are, yeah. Most people don't get to a High Master. I can barely perfect parry, let alone parry. I feel like I'm playing the game whenever... I feel like this is like a common misconception when you're like, oh, I'm playing like I'm told to, and therefore the opponent needs to somehow respect that. Honestly, like, often it's a misconception of what you're actually needing to do. Your job is to win. I mean, that's ultimately your job when you're playing anyone, right? Playing by the rules or by how you're supposed to be playing often is the right choice, but at the same time, your main job, really, your main job is to figure out how your opponent plays and develop a strategy specifically for your opponent, you know? That's your main job. Always remember that. So if the opponent is doing nonsense that requires you to adapt and play differently in order to maximize the chance of winning, then that's exactly what you need to do, you know? An opponent that is overly aggressive and overly like risk or likes to take a lot of risks, the best way to play against these players is simply to be defensive on every option, because they're going to kill themselves, right? Double AMK, what's up? Nudelkopf, moin, was geht bei dir? Mikondor, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Congrats, Jimmy, thank you. Skyzor, what's up? Good to see you. Alster, what's up? Good to see you. I might do that. I might do what? The iPhone did a video playing the ADHD strat ranked as cooked now. You can play like a madman, but if you don't apply a strong strategy around that, then like just taking risks does not yield a victory, you know? Really doesn't.
Really been here for a while, huh? When is the next cookie giveaway?
When is the next cookie giveaway? That's a good question. Thank you so much, young madman. I really appreciate the 19 months. Hope you're doing great. Jimmy, is the VOD of you commentated on YouTube? I couldn't find it. Appleman. Oh, you mean my CPT tournament? Oh, the Salt Mine League on YouTube? Actually, was the stream on YouTube? I'm not even sure if it's on YouTube. It's definitely on Twitch, though. Okay. Chemical Cube, what's up? Good to see you, my man. Snickers, what's up, my man? Still got that punish. Feels bad, man. Okay. Great. No matter how hard I try, I can't walk up and do the late button for him to get clipped by. Young madman, feeling like shit losing to this Mai. I watched you a ton during the Street Fighter 5 days. Glad to still maining Ryu. Yep, absolutely. Never moved on, you know. Still playing Ryu since Street Fighter 4. Ryu moved on though. You know, Ryu genuinely moved into an interesting direction. It's not the simple character that he used to be. But he still has his identity, you know? The one thing that I really enjoy about Ryu is that he really doesn't play the same no matter the matchup. There are characters that they always play the same, like Kimberly, for example. She's like the archetype that is like, okay, get the opponent, get an opening, and then you do the mix-up of Kimberly in the corner, and then that's how you get the victory. The strategy is basically the same. No matter who you're fighting, you're gonna be like a mix-up heavy character will always just attempt to get their mix-up started, right? But Ryu is different in this regard. He has to adapt to whatever the opponent's game plan is. Going online on TikTok as well. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Are you watching the new Street Fighter 6 anime? Young ladies don't play fighting games. when it comes out, probably we'll have to check it out. Could have done better there. Good to see you guys on TikTok. Poor Toys Milk, thank you so much for the like on TikTok. Appreciate it. I thought the first episode already dropped, no? Honestly, I'm not sure. Ingrid's theme cannot lose anymore. GG's. Well played. Shake my hand. Whoa, he dashed into block. Wow. Okay, I respect that. Okay, so 3 episodes are already out. So I'm assuming they're releasing these episodes on a weekly basis. So if I start in a couple of weeks, I'll have a good amount of episodes to watch, I guess. Frank Leone, good to see you, and thank you so much for the 10 months. My man, I really appreciate it. Uh-oh, I just accepted a 3-bar Lena. Fail. Fail. Watch along. I'll probably watch it with my wife. I really watch every anime with my wife. Usually, at least. Escalypse, good to see you. What's up? Hope you're doing great. Well, I should really not play footsies against this character. Really, really bad idea. No! Oh my god. We both fumbled that one, you know? My wife won't watch anime, so I watch it while my son is napping. Feels bad, man. I mean, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. But it's like 90% of the things that, like, usually that's how we spend our evening. We watch anime together, you know? What is a wife? Yo, this guy. Wow, that's an incredibly fucked up thing to say for Slippy, but I mean, it's kind of true. Yo, good to see you all on TikTok, by the way. Collins and Dumb Juice, aka Jess, good to see you. We have Real, Yucho Diaz, Half-Life Jesus, yep, Midnight Tiger, good to see him. I think Jimmy's chat is at least 25 plus. My chat is around my age, so around 6'7". Raul. Good to see you. Greetings, Jimmy. Hope your wife is feeling better. I remember you mentioning that she was ill on Sunday. True, yeah. She's doing better now, yeah. I'm not sick, no. I mean, my skin is really fucked up, and it still is. I'm really my number one goal is just to get this skin condition in check, good enough to drive to Poland next week, you know? I mean, we weren't actually sure if the trip is even happening, and we were kind of like halfway through canceling. We have canceled some of the things that we wanted to do in Poland, but the trip itself is still going to happen. At the very least, actually, like, driving to Poland is not going to cost much. I have atopic dermatitis, KPQ. In Germany, most commonly people say neurodermatitis, but like I think the proper, like, the proper term would be atopic dermatitis. But I cannot possibly have a Ryu analysis without the Wii U. IT Goat, good to see you too. Haganino, what's up? How are you? Doing great? What's good, buddy? You speak a bit of Spanish. I do understand Spanish. Yeah, I learned Spanish at school. My Spanish is very rusty, but if you write something in Spanish, I will probably understand it. It's a genetic condition, yeah. Just burn with fire, okay? What would be typical Termintitis? That's a great question. Oh, he purposely whiffed that. Purposely whiffed that. Now you're patient, okay. Okay, just gamble it. Wow, he really got hit by that. It's probably Chico or someone like that. Probably not even Chico, no. Enigma, what's up? Milton Swerve, good to see you. I'm not sure if you're leaving on TikTok, but good to see you too, my man. I'm gonna run an errand and see you soon. Sure, for Slippy. Let me see. truly my player from that move. Getting anti-aired is the worst feeling. I think they should add air parry. I mean, stop jumping. That's the solution. They already implemented the solution to the problem. Just stop jumping.
Here comes a new challenger.
Was there anything you could have done differently at the end of the second set between you and Semi? You had a decent lead in health. ITGoat said that Semi had figured out your patterns by the end of the second set. I need to apply more variety, and exactly that's the problem. The variety is the problem, exactly. And we'll talk about that in a second. I mean, I will be taking a look at the Semi set. Wow. Horizon, good to see you. Oni Akuma, what's up? You just saw the message on Discord. Good to see you, my man. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed your birthday, my man. You had a good one. Always ready for the patience. That was unbelievable overhead. It really looked like he did it too late, but he still got it. Didn't want to do that. At least I got the burnout. Should have covered that. Yo, BK Sunstar, it's been a while, I feel. Hope you're doing great. Nope. I might be alive. I am alive. Can I get the comeback? Wow. Oh, you can bust that wolf. Oh, never gonna do anything. I need a better way to deal with the neutral. Oni, I can tell you what happened. The problem is because I don't play enough, I don't have enough variety in my offensive and defensive decisions. So what ends up happening in a long set, Semi figures out patterns that I subconsciously have. I will analyze the set in a bit, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And then he can flip the match because once he figured out the style and the patterns, as long as he knows what I'm likely going to do, he's in control. So that's how he made the comeback. So next time, all I really have to do is show him more variety. That's going to be the solution. But we'll go more in depth in a second.
I got some good news for YU Jimmy.
Ryu Master, what kind of good news do you have for me? Thank you so much for the 10 months. You only gotta play one match for OT. You guys are having a lot of discussions on TikTok, I just realized. Made a mistake with dive kick, and that's it. Oh. I was a little bit too close to get that back hard kick. You see that? That's also something I gotta get better at. This is a tough Cammy. Yep, true. somehow Hurricane is always ready for a reset. Crazy.
Cammy wins.
I kind of wished you wouldn't be playing on the Wi-Fi, but that's okay. Oh, he wants the level 3. Oh, I can never bait that successfully. I'm always trying to make him whiff that crouching medium kick. Can't make it work. So close there. Not quite good enough. So Oni, did you have a good birthday? I hope so. I'm not sure if you answered that. Love it. There's love, my man. That was fantastic. Oh man. Fantastic. I'm not dead, bro. Will he do it? All he did was press medium punch and stance. It's not that simple, okay? Yo. Yo. What an interrupt. Yo, what a perfect parry. The Jim Jam still got it. Amalgamate, what's up? Sassy, Riolu. Good to see you. Does Jimmy use the Corsair Nova Blade? I do, yeah. Alrighty, guys, it's time to go out. Have fun, lads. Oh, you're going away. No. Well, have fun, my man. Hey, nobody calling the Jimmy Jim Jam. I call myself that, but yeah, nobody else does that. I don't call myself that. How did I get hit by that? Yeah, Jimmy Jim Jams MDZ. That's my full name. Checkmate. I got one recently. I only realized you use one now as well because of the sound. It's recognizable. True, yeah. It does have a pretty recognizable sound. I think I will make a video on this. I got this unit, you know, for free. With like Corsair send me a unit, but really without any obligation, you know, to do anything with it. But I got this unit and I really like it for a lot of different reasons. But it also has some major flaws, you know, that are absolutely worth discussing. I'm gonna make a video on that probably at some point, okay? I don't want to call myself like a specialist on controllers anyway, so but yeah, I definitely had some interesting ups and downs so far with the controller. Wanderer, what's up? Good to see you on YouTube. No, are those gold statues from the Challenger art real? What gold statues? Are those colors you have to do with being an Ultimate Master, or is it the Master milestone color like the others? No, it's like you have to play the random avatar match. If you do that, you get this Ryu color. At least if you play the Ryu avatar style. But I'm not actually sure if it applies to all of the characters.
Here comes a new challenger.
Without getting into too much detail, what flaw would you say is the biggest? So far, it's been amazing for me. I think not being able to control the actuation point in more detail makes it flawed fundamentally, because I'm actually not happy with any of the settings that the game offers. I mean that the controller offers. We call him DJ Khaled. Exactly. That's what they call me. That's okay. Get the stun, bro. No, I'm just gonna keep doing it. No! You really need some nerfs. Rose disgusting music theme. Love it. I love it. Apostar, Chaos Code. Thank you so much for the follow on TikTok. Jimmy loves slop. Is Ingrid's theme AI generated? Could be. It's pretty good, so it probably is. You guys can tell I'm trying to trigger you to the absolute maximum, right? Maximum spider. Maximum. What? I didn't get the level 3 after the DP. I might have done it too early. I'm honestly not sure. Plays Ryu also troll, sounds about right. Is that like the classic pattern of a Ryu player? Is that how we behave? I guess you could say there's like a pattern in characters. Like for example, Dhalsim. Dhalsim players have a tendency of like being the nicest person IRL, but then when you see their gameplay and the character Dhalsim, you're just absolutely disgusted by that shit. Oh, it's Ingrid's theme. I cannot lose now. I didn't get the ODDP. Are you trolling, Filipino champ? I was thinking of Mr. Crimson, but okay, I guess Filipino champ. I don't know. What's wrong with Filipino champ? I heard he loves watermelons. What's wrong with that? Ugh. You're trying too hard, Jimbo. What do you mean? I'm not trying hard enough. Oh! Yo, Abdullah Khalid, what's up? Work is the new slavery, okay.
Ryu wins.
Watermelon is confusing Punk with F-Champ, I think. What? He's so fucking pissed about my playstyle. Oh, finally! There we go. He's like, yeah, I fucking got him. He's not gonna bully me anymore. But he doesn't know I'm just getting started, okay? Ooh. Told you guys. That's a fucking smurf. Oh man. What, like, the satisfaction on this one is this is like, this is the peak, you know? It definitely doesn't get any better than that. Yo, Solidus, thank you so much. GG, appreciate it. My man, hope you're doing great. What does he use, stick or pad? I use a leverless controller, but I played competitive Street Fighter on all of the popular input devices. I started out as a pad player in the Street Fighter 4 era, and then I switched to arcade stick, and then for Street Fighter 6 I started playing leverless. So I've played on all three major input devices, and they all have their pros and cons, you know? If you'd ask me to rank these three input devices, I'd say pad and leverless have a slight advantage over arcade stick. But that's just my personal opinion. Which method do you use for supers? It depends on the position that I'm doing the super in. Like if I buffer a normal into a super, I genuinely just do down forward to do the super. If I'm doing a DP into super, I hold forward and I tap back down punch for the super. So the input depends on the exact position and the cancel that I'm going for. Alright, good to see you on TikTok. Appreciate it. I'm finally master, Jimmy. Well, congrats, my man. Congrats. I still reduce my mashing, but my supers come out on accident on leverless. When you're trying to do what? Like, if you want to get a DP and you never want to get a super, just hold down and press forward or tap forward a couple of times into punch. You will always get the DP and never a super. Stack, what's up? Good to see you. Dance Dance Revolution pad. Never tried to, but I guess I could try that. No! Uh-oh. Not good. Donut Sauce, what's up?
Real wins.
Bot? Cali Deep Sea quite keycap. What the hell is that? Is that not punishable from that spacing, really? Oh, he needs to spend the super here. Good fucking reacting, Jimmy. Yep. Yeah, we got those. Oh, you better kill me, bro. Yeah, I thought so. Show me the controller, please. Okay, I'll show you in the, after this match, okay? It's all this. Thanks for sharing the live stream. Appreciate it. Great DP.
Akuma wins.
That was a good set. Damn, gotta say. Crown, what's up? Good to see you. Tips for getting out of 1400 Master. Keep getting better. How to get to Master rank in the first place? Ask yourself that. Because whatever you did to move from Diamond to Master, you gotta keep doing that. Master, see it as a starting point, you know? For competent play. And when you reach Master rank for the first time and you dip below 1500 MR, everybody does that. So in order to move past 1400, you got to do, well, make less mistakes. So maybe like as a tip, look at your own replays and try to spot the mistakes. If you can't easily do that, look at your replays and then look at replays from players around 200 MR above your current rank. Okay, so if you're stuck in around 1400, look at the 1600 MR rank and check out replays from players playing those characters, because the same character, if it played at 200 plus MR, means the guy is simply better than you and getting better results with the same character because he plays differently. So try to spot the differences there. Why did I not use the CA in the match? Because I couldn't get a good advantage out of the usage, so I went for the knockdown and Oki instead, hoping to get the opening that I need in order to well, get the match in a clean fashion. If I do the CA, the problem is I put him back in the neutral state, and there I can easily die from a jab. But if I have the knockdown, I can actually apply pressure. Unless I can get the burnout with the CA, it was not going to be worth it, you know? We're gonna be fucking him up now. That's footsies is fun to do. Oh no! Oh wow, he fucked it up too. Really? I really need to anti-air him. man, Crown, tell me that's not fucked up. That's not fucked up. I wasn't looking. You still play Street Fighter 5? I don't, no. Or for the most part, I don't. Unless there's like a good reason to play 5, I currently don't. Man. Somebody please help me. Like something for my sanity. I really need something right now. That is like they took away his whole plexus like a toy to a kid. Grow up, man. No, I needed medium. Oh my god, what am I doing? I didn't get the crosscut. In Brazil, we call it farofa. Farofa. What? What do you call farofa? Unbelievable, Jimmy. You prefer 6 over 5? It's a question I always get and honestly never really know how to answer. From my point of view, I always had fun with any Street Fighter game that I've played. Did Street Fighter 5 feel like let's go one step back, okay? Did Street Fighter 5 feel like a downgrade over Street Fighter 4 when it first came out? In a lot of ways, it did, okay? When 5 came out, it had so many problems on release day that it was hard to sell as the next generation of Street Fighter that we're moving to. Because like if the product that we left is so much better in so many regards than the newest thing that we're currently trying to get used to, then that's a problem. And Street Fighter 5 had that problem. Now, the interesting part is Street Fighter 6, I think, did not actually have that problem. When we moved from 5 to 6, we didn't have that transition period. 5 got better over time because they fixed a lot of the problems that plagued the game, so then it became preferable over 4 in a lot of ways. Not in every way, I mean, there are different games, right? And in 6, it's quite interesting because the game released in a good state, unlike Street Fighter 5. So I never really had this itch of like, ah man, you remember how good it was with Street Fighter 5? I didn't really have that going into 6. But I also didn't really have a major problem playing 5, even when it was shitty. I still had fun with the game. I think a lot of the fun regarding fighting games actually comes down to whether there's an active community supporting the product. If you don't have an active player base, then you're just not gonna have a great time, regardless of how good the game is. And I had the luxury of moving from Street Fighter 4 to 5 and having the community come with me, right? So nothing really changed for me. The most important ingredient, which is the community, was still there. And going from 5 to 6, it's the same thing. So that's why I always really struggle answering the question, which Street Fighter do I prefer? Because I think a lot of my opinion at the end of the day comes down to the game itself isn't even the most important part. When getting up from a knockdown using DP, we call it Farofa. Oh, okay. Yes! No! Smash being random, basically, okay. Feels bad, man. Is that a feels bad man moment? It sure is. Good stuff, my man. Not bad. Ikno Cuz, welcome. No! Oh my god, what a disaster. I actually didn't even mean to do that. Should have burned, shouldn't have burned myself out there.
Honda win. Round 1. Fight.
He really has good timing on that. I'm honestly shocked. Oh, I wanted to show the controller, right? Shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I just took a lot of damage from... It actually wasn't random butt slam. It was a butt slam that was spaced in a way to actually be... Like, if I had done nothing, the butt slam would have been unsafe. I could have just avoided the butt slam entirely and punished. But he knew I was going to try to punish it with a DP. And he put himself in a position where I cannot easily DP it. So he had good spacing on that. So yeah, I want to show the controller, right? So there we go. This is the controller. This is a Nova Blade Pro from Corsair. It's pretty good. It has a lot of really cool features. You can play it wirelessly as well. My USB ports on my PC have some kind of issue. So the wireless receiver doesn't currently connect properly. That's the only reason I'm playing wired. I've played wirelessly with no issues when it came out, and it's not the wireless receiver. I've actually tried it on the PlayStation and it works fine. Or did I try it? No, I didn't try it on the PlayStation. I tried it on my other PC and it works fine there. So the receiver is not the problem. It's my USB ports. Kim is top tier in damage. Kim is top tier in fucking you up. Jimmy, I have a question. This time you're offered $5 million. If you take it, your family and friends will leave you and you will be lonely for the rest of your life. Would you take the $5 million? I genuinely know people who, if there wasn't any shame, would take the money. Because I know they genuinely hate their family. So they would absolutely take the money, you know? Would I take the money? No, I wouldn't.
Showtime! Round one. Fight!
Sorry for asking these silly ass questions, Jimmy. Would you leave your kids for $5 million? Really? You would leave your kids for $5 million? How fucked up do you have to be as a human being to say, yeah? I mean, as I said, I know people who are fucked up like that would say yes. Fair and honest.
DJ wins. Round 1. Fight.
I mean, I know people who would leave their families without taking any money, you know, so there's that. Like they would pay you money for that. When am I doing the analysis? How about in a bit? Gotta go soon. Oh, then maybe watch the analysis on YouTube or something.
DJ wins.
Fuck my life. If you win the lottery, what would you do? I would get a Nintendo Switch too.
Here comes a new challenger.
Instead of backdash, wait for drive rush. And here's the problem with DJ. You're fucked whatever you do because he has a silly solution for everything. So yeah, don't drive rush Jimmy. Yeah, if he doesn't drive rush there, don't backdash Jimmy. If he doesn't drive rush there, I'm fucked standing there. Jimmy, you gotta stand at the perfect spacing to get fucked by, what's his move called again? Kick shit kick. Jimmy, keep standing there. It's a good space to be. Thanks, Brown. Appreciate the advice. You'll understand one day. I mean, you're not wrong. I understand the mindset behind it, but it feels so shitty. That standing medium punch is egregious. Yeah.
Round 1. Fight.
Lock in, Jimmy. I'm locked in. Akuma, so he dies, right? He has to die because it's Akuma. Yep. I was like, oh man, he's not dead, right? And then I was like, oh no, it's Akuma. He's always dead. It's like with Ingrid's theme. Am I gonna win with Ingrid's stream on? Of course, there's no question. I love how I cannot even do down punch. Down punch too difficult. Should have known that was a windy moment.
Round 2. Fight.
The weed! Tweets, what's up? If Ryu is so broken, why isn't he winning tournaments at all? Why is everyone playing Sagat, Mai, and Terry? Didn't Ryu just win a major? Which major? Weiß ich nicht. Doch, hab ich.
Die war ausgesteckt. Mama, ich hab deins getrunken. Wir sind seit wann? Ich hab deins getrunken.
Ich hab die nie angesteckt. Ich hab die nie ausgesteckt.
Das Kabel war nicht dran.
Ja, keine Ahnung, wann.
Wo ist denn das Doppelte dorthin? Was wir dort hatten?
Weiß es nicht mehr.
Ich föhne aktuell nicht, ne? Also ich hab das nicht ausgesteckt. Wie föhnst du dich?
Hatte ich das vergessen? Vielleicht.
Ich blöde Kuh denkt, dass das Ding kaputt ist.
Gut. Dann wissen wir es ja jetzt.
Ja, ich hab's aber jetzt neu gekauft.
Kannst du zurückgeben. Lass doch mal auf. Ja, wir müssen das doppelte Ding nochmal finden. Warum willst du mit mir jetzt darüber diskutieren? Das ist doch völlig unvernünftig gerade.
Nee, ich denke, ich bin bescheuert. Ich denke gerade, ich bin eine bescheuerte Kuh.
You wanna see Kaya, Oni? Maybe later. He's gonna go to sleep in a second. My wife is just having a meltdown right now because apparently, I'm not even sure if this is true, we're not even sure. Apparently, I unplugged the charger for the toothbrush, and that's why she thought the toothbrush was broken. That's why she just bought a new one, and now she realized it just wasn't charging. So that was the most important discussion that I've had today, for sure. Everyone in Germany speaks English, Curry. Thanks, ich bin bescheuert, Peak. It's all good. It's all good. Baby voices, yeah, they're playing around here. I feel like I want to say something or have a discussion about something, and I completely lost the. Let me see. How, like, he now is not a Ryu player. If you're gonna be complaining about Ryu, like, shouldn't you complain about, like, literally you cannot complain about Ryu if the only match that he now played was grand finals with Ryu. Like, literally, like, I think he now is actually the best example of why Ryu isn't that strong. Because if he was that strong, he'd be just playing Ryu. But he's not. Like, why would you do that? Why would you play, like, that's like saying in grand finals somebody is counterpicking someone with Lily, and then you're like, oh yeah, Lily is a totally broken character. It's because that Sagat player, he picked Lily in grand finals. Yeah, got him. The truth is, the only player at the moment who's like exclusively playing Ryu would be Crimey. You know, Crimey is like the only one who's playing Ryu and is successful with him. I'll give you that, okay? But everybody else who did play Ryu mostly switched away from him, like Endingwalker, for example, or Blas, even Blas. Like, Blas, I feel like plays like, I mean, nowadays it's hard to say who Blas plays, right? But it's certainly not like Ryu as his main character anymore. Those days are like seem to be over. And if a player like Blas moves from Ryu to really a lot of different characters, including Sagat, right? The argument in favor of, oh, Ryu is just absolutely busted is just like, where does the data come from that tells you that? Except that he's top 10. It's hard to say, honestly, if he's top 10 if nobody plays him. Crown. It's just nobody plays him. So how would I be able to tell where he stands on the leaderboard? Who plays him? Crown. Who plays him? We have people sometimes pulling a Ryu for matchup specific, well, encounters. Like Shuto, for example. Is Shuto a Ryu player? Are you going to complain about a Ryu when Shuto wins with Ryu? No, you're not. Like, no, you cannot do that. Yo, Land, what's up? Good to see you. He now has won 2 majors with him. He now did not win with Ryu. He now actually has never won exclusively with Ryu. I mean, at the very least, the first time he qualified for Capcom Cup, you could say that he was genuinely qualifying with Ryu. And you know what the funny part was? By the time Capcom Cup came along, he now didn't play a single match with Ryu at Capcom Cup. He played with Luke and whatever else was there. Maybe Sagat, I don't even remember. He didn't play a single match with Ryu. The only player at Capcom Cup last time around who played Ryu. Now, actually, we did have. I'm thinking about the Capcom Cup. Wait, was it this year or last year? Which one am I talking about right now? Anyways, we had a Capcom Cup where I think it wasn't this year. I think the Capcom Cup from last year. That was when he now qualified with Ryu, but ended up not playing Ryu at all at Capcom Cup. And that was the final Capcom Cup. Endingwalker played Ryu. And that was when Endingwalker couldn't make it out of his group stages, you know? He played Ryu, and that was the last time he played Ryu. I think Ryu always has the potential to rob you just because of how he plays. No doubt about that. But saying is like, oh yeah, if you're winning with Ryu, you never deserve it. Well, if he's that great, then like, why did literally everyone who plays him drop him? I think Crimey is like the only one left And the funny part is, I think when Crimey was like getting known as a player, he wasn't even playing Ryu exclusively. But now I think he does. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, you know. But based on results, you genuinely cannot argue that, oh yeah, it's so busted if you're winning with Ryu. Like you. Bryzy won his World Warrior. I commented on that. Bryzy won his World Warrior, so that's an achievement with Ryu. You can win with Ryu, but on the top level, you rarely see him. And mostly when you do see him, it's as a secondary.
Round 1. Fight.
Isn't that something you can always argue? Well, if you just nerf the best character, then my mediocre character becomes good. Doesn't that apply to literally everyone?
Round 2. Fight.
Do you play Tekken? I played Tekken casually, like a long time ago, but like, no, not really. I don't really play Tekken. The character is good, but the problem that he really faces is his consistency. He's not consistent, especially comparatively. I mean, you said it yourself, Crown. The real question is, why would you play Ryu when there's Sagat, when there's Mai? And I think that's like, the more the higher the skill level, or the more there's on the line, the more aggressively basically we start asking that question. I feel like we're on the same page, Crown. It's just that a little bit different perspective. I don't think he's broken. He has broken options. Yeah, but I mean, that's literally the story for almost the entire cast. I think what is particularly interesting or fucked up about Ryu specifically is that I think he embodies the Street Fighter 6 playstyle. Like, the things that people hate about Street Fighter 6, Ryu fits or ticks those checkboxes the most. I think this is why people complain about Ryu. Even though he's not like Mai, people will complain like he's as good as Mai. Because when he wins, he genuinely wins in similar fashions. That's something I definitely agree with. But I think that's a Street Fighter 6 issue, you know? He wins off of dumb stuff, for sure.
Ryu wins.
Isn't Ryu the most honest character? If by honest you mean drive rush into donkey kick into 50% damage, then yeah, that's pretty honest. If by fundamentals you mean drive rush into heavy donkey kick into 50% damage, then yeah, those are his fundamentals, you know, you fund the mentals, you know, with that one.
Great man.
But here's the I think what is so fucked up about Ryu, or why people see Ryu, is because that's literally all he can do in order to get the win. So basically every time you're losing to Ryu, something shitty like that has happened to you. And if these things go wrong, you simply die and you don't remember about that. Like when a Ryu player does a drive rush into heavy donkey kick and the opponent actually jumps, you don't remember that scenario. You only remember it when Ryu hits the donkey kick as a punish counter because somebody tried to challenge the drive rush and then the guy dies because of it. That's what you remember. And with Mai, like you're looking at her fans and you're like, hey, that's pretty busted. Then you look at her boobs and they're pretty busted too. Then you look at her Super 1 and you're like, shouldn't that work a little bit differently? Isn't that completely broken? You know? Then they gave her, it's kind of funny because they kind of gave her Ryu's light Hasho mid-screen, but it covers way more area. Sure, it doesn't work in the same way, but they actually buffed her like in this regard, and now she can be super annoying if you're trying to play like with projectiles mid-screen. And there are like so many things about Mai, you can't even decide what you're supposed to be focusing on, you know? I certainly can't focus when I'm thinking of Mai. And that's what I mean. With Ryu, you're like, donkey kick and fucking light Hasho. Fix that shit, Capcom. And you're right. You're right. But literally, if you take that away from Ryu, he becomes like the worst character. Like, this is actually what I dislike about Ryu to begin with. I said Ryu needs actually different options in the mid-screen. Different things that he can do. Take away his damage if you want to. I don't really care that much about it. Like if he gets like more consistent like ways to open up the opponent, that's gonna be fine. But what Capcom did was, well, let's lean even harder into this idea that Ryu hits you once if he's lucky, and then he steamrolls you. You know, he does like absolutely insane damage. And that's what you get with Ryu. That's, according to Capcom, that's his, well, character identity, you know? And I don't like that, to be honest. I mean, Ryu has always been doing a lot of damage, but if you take a look at how Street Fighter 6 works, with Drive Rush being such a massive offender in terms of competitive play and competitive integrity, I see why people complain about him. But I think it's not Ryu that's the problem. I think Capcom really needs to change how Drive Rush works. I think that if Capcom decides to change Drive Rush in a way that leads to more consistent competitive play, people will completely forget about Ryu. Rico, Super Jim, yeah, okay, Jay, thanks for the follows on TikTok. Appreciate it. Okay, guys, one more and then we'll do the analysis, okay? CPT analysis. When's 2100 MR? Gotta hit those heavy, like light hashos and heavy donkey kicks more consistently. Gotta drive rush more, Shady. Wasim! I'm not drive rushing enough. Let's try that, okay? Drive rush, heavy donkey. Ah. Leave my Kuma alone! Leave him alone! Yo, really? Outskilled, guys! You see that? I didn't mean to do that. No! No! What'd I do? Really? I'm getting better at the Drive Rush OS, by the way. So I'm honestly happy about that. I know I'm actually making improvements that are really important. Getting hit by that wasn't really good, though. That was not good, guys. That was not good. Okay, let's fuck him up. Yo, Janai, what's up? Good, don't complain about JP, please. Isn't Wasim normally on JP? He's betraying you. Janai is not on your side anymore. I think I could have punished that. No. I really fucked that one up. I deserve to lose this round. Wow, that's really... Whoa!
Got to you and for the first time last week, and your videos helped me so much. Keep up with the content, Jimmy.
I cannot believe he gave me that win. AZ Young, my man. Thank you so much for the $5. Got to Ultimate Master for the first time last week. Yo, congrats, my man. And your videos helped me so much. Keep up with the content, Jimmy. I will. Thank you so much. And congrats once again. Good job getting out to Ultimate, you know? That was a major mistake from Wasim, you know? He could have killed me there easily. I do not play Tekken 8. I never have played Tekken 8. I played it for a day on stream. Wasim! GG's. Aren't you the Wasim that used to play JP? Or is that a different Wasim? Oh, I want to do the analysis now. Let's go, let's do analysis time. I actually think I need to do it from my profile, because then I can more easily find them. I kind of miss out some confirms, which cost me the game. Yeah, you definitely had a chance to get the guaranteed victory there, for sure. Okay. Time for some analysis. I mean, I'm not gonna go into all of the matches. It's kind of funny because I genuinely had a gold match in my CPT tournament, a real gold match, which didn't even feel like it because it was against an Ingrid. But let's say starting with Fasa. Starting with Fasa, we could go into these matches and analyze them a little bit. Maybe not every single one. It's hard to say. Let's look at them, okay? And from time to time, I'll say something silly or appropriate, whatever. We'll see about that. I'm not gonna charge anything for a review guide based on. I'm not gonna charge anything for a review guide. There will be before I go to Poland. I really hope I can make it by that time. It's hard to say. I think it is like mostly dependent on my health, but hopefully I'll be able to manage to give you guys a start of a guide, you know, like I'm gonna be leaning into certain, like it's gonna be a compilation of videos that will teach you Ryu, but it's not gonna be one video that is gonna teach you everything. I want every tutorial to be concise and to the point and focused on one topic. So you'll see hopefully something on YouTube before I go to Poland next week. I'm not going to be considering any tournaments that require me to move, especially this year, until my health issues resolve. I don't think I can think about that at all. Hopefully next year the position is going to be different. Janai, if you start to use Ryu, I can help you a lot better. Why are you deleting your losses? I'm not deleting anything. I put my matches as favorites so I can easily find them here. Senko, I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna grab something to drink and then we'll do the analysis, okay, on my Capcom Pro Tour run. So stay tuned, enjoy some stream highlights in the meantime, and we'll do the analysis in a minute. Wow. I have no idea what that was, by the way. Isn't that like a homing attack? Like, doesn't it like target me specifically? Oh my god. He didn't want to win, guys. He gave up.
Just in time. Oh! Keep those toes to yourself. Put them in some socks. Lord have mercy.
Put the dogs away.
Put them away. Put the leashes on them. Man, just salivating, literally. Oh, Blanca, you're just such a savage.
Still on set point here, and it's not like he's slowing down anytime soon.
Here we go, another Funko Pop.
What? What?
I like that whiff buttons early, that way he can just recover fast enough.
Yeah, that's gonna cost him.
Not enough. Next hit, I think he's gonna do it regardless. I would too. He's getting closer to burnout side of things. Why not?
Maybe he could have built a level 3.
I think he's gonna do it or wake up something.
Now D, right? Oh, I thought he might have done a level 1 to preserve the Tri Beater, but he ends up getting burnt out.
Yeah, with those buttons, buffer those. Oh, the lightning beast. Yeah, you know what? Don't go down without using that meter.
Ooh, he got the hit. Can he get the comeback?
Maybe play a mind game first, but the lightning beast has already gone wall to wall.
Oh wow, he's getting the bar back.
We'll try to bait something out right there. Catches meta again. We talked about that drive rush cancel pressure against Bison.
Oh wow, he got the comeback.
Going into this round, you got no super bar. Yeah, it stopped the pressure for a moment. You stopped the bleeding for a second. And that's just a band-aid. Karma breakaway.
Wow, what an opening.
Oh,
oh wow.
Yo, Blaz, you're a genius.
The 200 a cube.
The bait right there into the super art one. Shinku at the
The fuck is that damage, Ryu? It's Ryu, alright. GG's. Shake my head. What am I doing? I could have killed him. I did not do that. I almost got him. The mix-up isn't strong enough yet. Can somebody explain to me what just happened? Oh, where's my DP?
Battery fully charged.
Oh, man. I would have done it. Gotta sneak that in, baby. Oh, he's actually worried about the modern solution, the SPD. Okay. Now string back that just to reset.
Oh, big opportunity. And
Oh, what?
Not able to finish. Could have spent another drive rush there at that point once he got the strike.
Sweep that. Oh, that could've been a better-
Oh,
sneaky!
no!
That was sneaky! Oh my God, he's dead. He's dead.
If that is not the modern input,
Survey says.
he's definitely dead. He is. Wow. Okay, let's go. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Time to analyze my Capcom Pro Tour World Warrior Germany 3 tournament run, you know? It should be an interesting one because I need to get a little bit better results. Got 7th place. So let's see some of the matches that went down, like this one. This was actually on stream as well. And it turned... this one was particularly ugly. So let's take a look at this one, you know? Genuinely, this was not a good match. Made too many mistakes, so... I'll hide some of the stuff unless it's important, you know? I'll pause every time something silly happens. I don't want to go into too much detail on everything, but yeah, from time to time we'll definitely commentate. So far so good, by the way. I think nothing too surprising happened here. I did try to bait a level 1 super, but he actually did a wake up back throw. That was on, like, immediate wake up back throw, surprised me and got me clipped. So that was actually a very strong decision by Fasa. One thing that I think I should be doing better is this situation right here. Look, I successfully made him do a drive rush or a parry attempt because he thought a fireball was coming. But instead, my Hasho came. I should have used the scenario to open him up here. But instead, I really didn't do that, you know? I went defensive when I really didn't have to. And that's how I lost the round as well. So a little bit, like, whenever I'm doing a Hasho, definitely optimize the scenario, you know? If he's gonna do a parry into a drive rush, be ready for it and punish. This was a great whiff punish by Fasa. And yeah, I'm not doing so well in this match so far, you know? I think I could have had the whiff punish on that one, but not quite. And here, I just got unbelievably lucky, you know? Right here, by the way, like, let's check. Could have actually killed because I took a risk here. And the reason why I took the risk was really not because I was trying to be greedy, but mainly because I thought I couldn't kill from that position. So let's see if I could have killed. I definitely could have. Wow, why am I not getting this? I definitely could have killed, so I should have killed. And that does a lot of damage. Would this also have killed? No, it would not have killed. So then I still needed a gamble here. So I definitely needed to be optimal in order to kill. Interesting. That is fascinating. Okay, but there was a kill. Yeah, Crown, I agree. I definitely need to check Drive Rush better for sure. Definitely true. I mean, you're not wrong at all. But yeah. Okay, so it's good to know. So I ended up actually making a mistake here, or from a technical perspective. It was close though. But right here, the good thing is because I did... Let's see that again, okay? This was not a checkmate from my punish. I needed to get an opening in order to get the checkmate, right? And the opening was this throw right here. So maybe you could actually argue that the punish that I went for was pretty reasonable because it very likely led into a checkmate. So this right here, checkmate. Nothing you can do. That was a good whiff punish. No dice, good DP. Actually, I liked how I played this, but here I was really furious. Somehow I didn't get the heavy donkey kick. But I think once again, it might be worth checking if there was a kill scenario anyways, so... Nah, there was no kill scenario. Now, I can tell there's no kill. What am I talking about? But still, like, if I had gotten the general, like... The punish... I would have been in a great position right here. Like, look at this. Actually, let's check. Can I kill? I don't think so. Nah, it's not gonna kill. Remaster, take care. I'll see you soon. So yeah. Definitely really infuriating for me to drop like that. Actually, let's check. Why did I drop that? Wait, supposedly I didn't press the kick button at all? Really? That's why I dropped? I didn't press the kick button. There's no fucking way. If I had not pressed the kick button, I would have known. That's really weird. I don't think so, Crown. I mean, either way, at the very least, I would have done the donkey kick there. Or you think I considered doing a drive rush cancel? Maybe I was undecided between drive rush cancel and heavy donkey kick and ended up pressing nothing? Possible? Anyways, that was kind of silly. Actually, maybe that's why. Maybe that's what happened. Anyways, it caused this scenario though. All of a sudden, I went from being in a great spot to being burned out, and like almost even in life. So that's horrible. Then I'm gonna eat this one as well. And oh right, I died actually from there. I actually found the kill combo here. That was really silly. So yeah, GG's, you know? That was totally on me. I went from having like a almost guaranteed victory to a loss. So that is something I definitely, like, not good, you know? Let's watch the second match. Level is broken, or that. Either I'm shitty or my controller is broken. Let's say the controller is broken. Kind of rough match from the get-go. Here, I definitely could have done a better job. You know, like... Here, this needed to be punished with sweep. I failed. He failed to whiff punish me. Then I started doing a parry, and then I somehow just took that. Here, I could have hit confirmed and then done something way better, like a Tatsu, for example. Not quite sure. I really didn't believe that was gonna work. No anti-air on this one, so that's a mistake. You should use a hard kick on with Gladius if you can. You know why I stopped doing that, Crown? I got punished so much trying to do that consistently. I still do it from time to time, and I know it's like the optimal punish. But nowadays, I'm like, okay, if I whiff my hard kick, I die from there, you know? There's which one of the Marisas in Europe knows how to deal with that perfectly? Anyways, I got baited so much doing that, I kind of like step back on that and like only do it when I'm like really confident I'm gonna hit that. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's the optimal punish for sure. And yeah, all of a sudden, he's on set point here, right? I'm like, okay, we got to keep it together, you know? It's not like he's dominating because I'm shitty. It's really, I just got to do a better job at cleaning, like getting those clean victories from the situation that I'm getting. Even here, honestly, I was quite shocked I didn't follow up with a Tatsu. I do that all the time. Maybe because it was a tournament match, I was nervous about like whiffing that one. But yeah, I could have had way more there. You know, I could have had just Tatsu or drive rush into an even bigger punish. Here, I could have had more. I feel like this was a scenario, you know? The backdash here was obviously there to bait out like a move like this, right? I think here I should have done the hard kick. I went for this, which is fine, but could have been better. Also here, if I'm gonna back off, I should really recognize the scenario, okay? Like, let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's say by frame 20, I definitely should have started walking forward, okay? And then just go for the throw. 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like this is frame 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, okay? I had 40 frames to make this punish work, and I didn't take it. I need to do that. Here, we had a couple of really weird whiffs, you know? I'm glad I recognized this scenario and went for the hard kick punish. Boomer. I feel like I'm not even, like, I know what he's doing, and I know how to counter it, but it's the same thing when somebody starts holding like parry like that. I'm scared to like not get the punish when I walk in and go for the throw. I'm not quite sure why. Here I could have whiff punished as well. That was a big whiff. That was a fantastic jump in. I resemble that remark. Slippy. Welcome back, Slippy. This is a really important round. If I lose this round, I die, right? But I think you can tell here, my offense is a little bit too obvious. I just keep going for the same string. I need to adjust the strings a lot more. This was honestly, I could have died from there. I feel like I feel a bit lucky not dying from that. Here, I could have had a bigger punish again. Instead of doing this, I should have done the hard kick. Hallo. So, wolltest du mir nicht gute Nacht sagen? Eine Runde?
Ja,
Okay, eine Runde. Okay. What if you use back hard kick on with Gladius? I don't think that works. It doesn't have great horizontal range. So yeah, at the very least, I got a good hit confirm there. It's slow Crown and doesn't have good horizontal range. I don't think that's what I should be doing.
Ryu wins.
So yeah, I kind of pulled this one together, which is good. So let's see, next one. Was ist los? Wollt ihr mir nicht gute Nacht sagen? Nein, ich bin am Arbeiten. Dann gehst du schlafen. I actually start this one with the classic Ryu sequence. Drive rush into heavy donkey kick, throw a fireball, then drive rush if he jumps forward, do an uppercut, you know? Good perfect parry. This was a good confirm. And here I made a mistake. I thought for sure that was gonna kill, but no, it didn't. Here I was buffering in case he does something silly, and then because I wanted to go for the whiff punish, I got the DP instead. So that was kind of silly. I did not do the semi-fights, no. Ein bisschen verrückt? Ja.
Die hat sie besiegt. Aber das ist unfair.
Ist das unfair?
Ja.
Das stimmt. Weil die ist viel stärker. Guck mal, die hat viel größere Muskeln als Rio. Ist so voll unfair, oder? Ja, na. Here, honestly, I got a couple of good conversions. I think I could have done a drive rush there instead, but I don't blame myself for doing the level 1 super there. Das stimmt. And there we go, got the shimmy into the victory. That was a pretty clean round, I have to say. I was pretty happy with that. It was not bad. Maybe does she want to be a Mai main when she grows up? I think she's just gonna be Mai. She's not gonna be a Mai main. Here I could have actually had a whiff punish. Like, look at this. This is actually a bit of a mistake. If I had not jumped, I mean, I guess it's not a mistake because I just had committed to a jump. But if I had not committed to the jump, that would have been a good whiff punish opportunity. I kind of like how I'm playing this third match. I'm not in a great position right here, but at the very least I'm not making crazy mistakes anymore. Here, this is where I thought, okay, I gotta go for something big or I gotta burn him out. I have a decision here to make. I can do a level 2 to burn him out or a level 3. I go for the level 3, but I mean, I could have done a DP beforehand. I'm not quite sure. Tja, das ist sein Denjin. Dann hat er immer so einen Blitzeffekt. So yeah, I guess I didn't optimize on the damage, but it's not that important to optimize the damage in that spot. Or maybe it is. I mean, if I had optimized the damage, maybe I could have done... Maybe I could have done a better combo there, you know? Like, maybe I could have killed on that combo. And then I kind of got lucky here on this interaction. My kids do play a bit of Smash Brothers, yeah. So. Sag mal gute Nacht.
Gute Nacht.
Schlaf gut. Du noch nicht, du noch nicht, du noch nicht. Stimmt, du bleibst schon noch wach, ich seh dich noch. Später. Nee, du bleibst nicht. Hast du Zähne geputzt? Nein, 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 du kannst nicht hier bleiben. Kannst du hier bleiben. Is it okay to showcase violence to these kids? It depends. I mean, this game is for people age 12, I think, at least in Germany. Maybe 6 in Germany. I'm not even sure, to be honest. The game is not 16 plus. No, it's not. 12 is usually like getting a glimpse of a game that is rated for like 12-year-olds. Nothing really serious enough is going to be happening. If you have like low exposure, it doesn't really matter. Saying that your daughter is going to be mine, the future is wild. She's going to be as beautiful as mine, you know? It's as clear as day. Whether she's going to be playing Street Fighter, maybe she's going to be like the protagonist from, what is it? Young ladies don't play fighting games? Sky Nugget, my man. Thank you so much for the 24 months. Appreciate it. So yeah, I kind of got the victory, but in a really sloppy fashion. I feel like I should have had the victory earlier. I was not happy with this one. Next match was my top 16 match against Jan, which was a really rough one, and because of that, really worth looking into, you know? Jimmy, I think your daughter wants to play Cammy, Mai, or Chun-Li. We'll see. In all likelihood, she doesn't want to play any of these characters because she's not going to be playing Street Fighter. Here I made a mistake right off the bat, you know? I thought, okay, if I drive rush enough, he's going to try to punish the drive rush, but he didn't. And I think this is the main theme against Jan. I think I respect him way too much in terms of what he's gonna react into, you know. I'm never confident actually going in. I think this is one of my biggest weaknesses. I ended up putting myself in a punish counter situation. Also here, let's take a look at this. He does this, right? I think I need to be way more confident walking forward instead of walking backwards. I'm kind of like trying to bait him into a teleport, but obviously he's not doing the teleport here, you know? And I put myself in this spot. He just did a portal, it didn't cost him any bar, and then he got Oki from the mid screen. I really cannot allow him to do that. I think this is like one of the things that really makes a difference in this match, you know? Here I try to go for a cheese. It's just not going to be good enough, you know? I kind of got lucky and I didn't get punished for that. Here I am getting punished, you know? Just too many silly mistakes. Trying a little bit too hard to... find some kind of opening. But I think the main, like one of the main things that I definitely need to work on is getting more perfect parries into drive rushes to go in. At the end of the day, going in when he's not expecting me to go in is the #1 way of how I'm going to be getting a victory, right? Also here, like, look at this. Here. He did that into a jump. I actually need to punish this, okay? I need to do a hard kick in that spot and then get an opening. That's where I can actually reverse the scenario and go from the neutral spot into a knockdown into pressure, you know? A subtle thing, subtle mistakes like this really make a big difference in this matchup. Because I know Jan is not going to be giving me a lot of chances, so any chance that it does give me, I really need to take those. My daughter is 2 years old, and we always watch the stream if she can't sleep. Verizon J's finest. I know I'm not supposed to pronounce it like that. I think I'm always going to do that. My man, hope you're doing great. I'm not sure if my stream is the best stream to watch with a 2-year-old, but hey. I got the opening here, but then the pressure itself, honestly, it was not that bad. Like I got him, like, take a look at this. I went from having a major disadvantage in terms of drive gauge to really almost recovering in a big way, you know? And then what really cost me here was the drive rush, though. This drive rush right here was covered perfectly by Jan, and now all of a sudden I'm in a bad spot again. Here, that was good though. That was great. I got that one jump in that I need, and I completely agree, spent the level 3 because it would not have killed if I had not done that. It's really not worth worrying over a super in this regard. Get the victory here. Don't go for level 2 into like silly scenario that caused me to lose the match. So I agree with this decision. That was not bad. But I just, from here on out, I'm basically not getting anything. And I think it's genuinely because my gameplay, my ability to get the perfect parries is not good. My ability to mix them up, let him think about different options, you know? I'm not doing a good job there. Look, I'm trying to do a one crouching medium kick, immediately got whiff punished. Kind of wild. He dropped it, and honestly, I just wasn't ready for that. He dropped the punish. I technically could have interrupted here. I'm not quite sure what happened. Chip his gauge with heavy fireball like Ending Walker. That's not going to be effective. That is not going to lead to victory. He's going to perfect parry and punish me mid-screen. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I don't think that heavy fireball is a great tool. I think light fireball is a little bit better just because it can't backfire as much. But even against JP, it does backfire. The fireball is just not effective enough. I've never seen a Ryu player actually attempt a fireball match against JP successfully. That does not happen. And Ending Walker does not play the fireball match. Heavy punch, then fireball. Sure, yeah, if you somehow get close enough to do that. The problem is you're not going to be controlling the space well enough to do that. But yeah, I mean, I kind of got the drive gauge pressure in exactly this fashion, Crown, you know? Earlier when I commentated the part of the match, that's exactly how I got it, you know? I got a couple of hard punches in, and I put him really low in terms of drive gauge. But consistently doing that is really tough, you know? So now you're just going to be seeing a brutal takedown right here on the second match. But yeah, it's definitely part of the strategy, trying to wiggle down the drive gauge of JP somehow. But yeah, I didn't. This is what you mean, Crown, right? I didn't cover the drive rush here, so immediately I was put in a bad spot. Also, I didn't go for a knockdown combo. That's also another thing, you know? I could have done a Tatsu or even a DP here, you know? So that was a big one. I like this interruption. I couldn't believe I got that, but yeah, here. This is what I'm doing. I'm attacking the drive gauge, you know? Every time I drive rush though, he's definitely ready for that. Hypocrite. Yeah, and I died. Round start, just wait for a drive rush. Maybe I should, yeah. And there you go. I covered it this time around, and then I died. Here though, by the way, here though, I needed to be ready for this, okay? And like, you can punish this. Or more easily like this. Honestly, the DP is kind of inconsistent, so I wouldn't really do that. But the jump light kick really does work pretty well here. But I wasn't ready, you know. I covered it all this other time. Yeah, hard knockdown as well, so you do get the Oki afterwards. So this is totally acceptable, you know. You don't have to go for high damage here. Just get the guaranteed knockdown and start pressuring. But yeah, I wasn't ready for that. And then he went for BS. Here I tried to get away because I thought another command grab was coming, and then I died. And that was it. That was the entire set, you know? So yeah, definitely a lot of work ahead still. I think a lot of this stuff can be accomplished just with more playtime, you know? And then we had the Yeager set. So this was to get into top 8. Yeager has very, very high MR with his Modern Lily. Very interesting player, but nowadays I feel like I am pretty confident in how to play the matchup. I'm definitely getting better at it, and YOLOing the DP. You know, that's how you win. You just DP that. Honestly, that was pretty wild. I wonder if let's see. Could I have punished this one better, or should I have punished this one better? Yo, that does work, damn. But probably because of the low drive gauge, maybe even better to just take the knockdown right here. This was a really, really important, like this right here put me in the corner position. The DIs, this is the second DI, by the way, for this round. So Yeager is playing this one very, very loose. I unfortunately dropped this one, but good enough, very close now. Here I was very upset because I failed my anti-air. Oh my god, and I also failed to punish on that. I have no idea what just happened there at the end. Very, very loose. Definitely a major mistake for me to not cross cut when he jumped out of the corner. Honestly, I'm not even sure what I was doing there, but that worked out, you know. From so far away. here he chose to sacrifice a level 2. I was like, okay, if he does a level 1, the fireball is gonna clip him. If he does the level 2, honestly, I'm okay with that because one more hit and I can kill him. And he's spending so much resources just to get that. And he doesn't get good Oki either, so that's totally acceptable, you know? Here, I could have punished him though. I was kind of scared and hesitant, but I mean, I did a Hasho kind of to bait it out, right? There. And then all I had to do was walk forward and punish him for that. Crosscut, crosscut, crosscut. What does that mean? Do you do the DP backwards? You do a half circle back motion, yeah. No, the crosscut is the punish on the crossover. Like oh my god, am I being stupid? Wait, is the hit that you land from behind, is that called a crossover? Yeah, right? I'm not silly. I'm not being silly. Am I being silly? No, I'm not being silly, right? Am I being stupid? Nah, I think this is right. Oh my god, am I being confused? Anyways, the crosscut is when you do an anti-air that goes immediately in the opposite direction of what you are facing to cover the crossover attempt of the opponent. The opponent is trying to get to the other side and hit you as a crossover, and you punish him for that with an aerial invincible move like a light Shoryuken. That's a crosscut, you know? Usually it's a crosscut DP, right? And yeah, it actually is its own motion. That's also important. Like, you're not just doing the DP on the other side. No, you're actually, like, it's a separate motion. I even made a video on that. I made a video in Street Fighter 5 and 6 about cross-cutting. Yeah, okay. The opponent going to the other side is a cross-up. Thank you. Okay, I'm not being silly. Thank you. For a second, I thought I was losing my mind. Anyways, missed that punish. Okay, let's get back to the topic. Here, also, I technically had a whiff punish moment. I was hoping he was gonna do his Condor Spire, you know, with his charge to punish him. I didn't get that. And I kind of put myself in a bad spot here as a result. Here, this was a good option select, you know, try to go for the perfect parry, and if you don't get it, go for the drive reversal, you know? I have messed that up a lot in the past. Technically not optimal, because I could have done a DP instead. And honestly, in hindsight, I think I shouldn't have done this, because I'm still in a terrible position. I'm still more likely to actually lose this round. And then I just cheese it like that. You know, this is how you can get a win, by the way. Like, show your opponent your mindset. Hey, I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared to lose here. So now I'm backing off to be able to cover the spire a little bit better. You know, backdash, 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 triple backdash. And then do something that doesn't at all add up to the game plan. Dash forward and throw him. He was not ready for that. I mean, honestly, this is like classic mind games, you know? This is classic mind games. This is how you can get like these weird situations where you're like, wait, how did you even get that? You made that work because you knew what the opponent was looking for, and what you didn't at all, like, didn't cross his mind that was gonna be my next move. Here, I kind of got lucky. He tried to go for the sweep. Didn't get it. And here, this is what I mean, by the way. A little bit too obvious what I'm going to do here. I do this string a little bit too frequently, and I feel like I can do a better job avoiding this. And as a result, I'm really not in a good spot, you know? Yeah, way too greedy, by the way. This entire round was way too greedy. Made a couple of mistakes that really cost me. And it's all because of the opponent knew what combo strings I was going to go for. So that means just more variety would really help a lot. I baited that one successfully, so that was not bad. The combo was good. But anti-airs against modern definitely gonna happen, you know? Here, that was a beautiful jump, you know? That was a beautiful neutral jump. I knew exactly what he was thinking, what is going to happen, and I put myself on set point right here. By the way, like, look at this. Look at, like, here. What am I doing here? Just so you see the thought process that happens on a high level match. I put myself in a spacing where Lily's attacks will hit me. So now I'm moving away and looking whether she's going to be pressing the buttons that I'm expecting so I can get a whiff punish. You know? This is what people like. This is what we call footsies, right? When people say, hey, footsies, this is what they're talking about. It didn't happen. He didn't bite, so nothing happened. And instead, he goes for the jump in. I anti-air. This is something I still need to improve on as well. Oh, ads happening. That feels bad, man. Anyways, this is what I need to improve on. If I had done a DP anti-air, I would have had the knockdown. I would have had the pressure. Much better situation. Instead, I need to spend a lot more resources. Here, I do successfully bait the DI and have the punish ready, which I'm happy about. And I put myself in a strong spot. But I end up losing this, so let's see how I lost this spot. And here, this was really unfortunate. Actually, let's take a look at the inputs here to see what happened. Because Yeager actually did not do the DI in time. And oh, there we go. I was one frame too late on the DI, on the perfect parry. I actually attempted perfect parry, not a counter DI. I was one frame too late on the perfect parry. So that's unfortunate. And like this entire thing is falling down. Remember, this is the second time that I'm in a bad spot because I did a crouching light kick, crouching light punch into a Hasho. This is the second time. Don't answer the question as is up. What question? What do you think about Ken and Ryu? Those truly better as of currently? Better in terms, better than what? Like, what kind of question is that? Are Ken and Ryu better? Better than what? So yeah, I did have the reactions here, but the problem is I don't have any resources left. So this is just a checkmate. Ryu has always had more damage than Ken, but that was never a reason for Ken to be worse than a Ryu. Yeah, so Ken is like in Street Fighter 6 for the most part has been stronger than Ryu, and so the damage aspect itself by itself doesn't really mean much. He meant between the two, Ryu and Ken. Oh, who is truly better? Yeah, but whose? That's not how you write whose. That's a completely different word. The whose that he was thinking about, Enigma, is two words. Who is? Whose is a completely different word with a completely different meaning. What do you think? So, who do I think is better, Ken or Ryu? Well, at the moment, Ryu is being picked more as a counter or as a secondary character for tournaments, so he has slightly more tournament appearances. Ken is not being used a lot, that's true. A lot of people have moved on to other characters like Sagat. It's quite interesting. I don't think Ken is bad, but I think most people who are looking for Ken have moved on because other characters just offer a better package, you know? And I mean, for the most part, Ryu has suffered the same fate. So who is stronger between Ken and Ryu? I think people will clearly tell you Ryu is much stronger than Ken. But they probably, like, if they were played in the same fashion, they'd probably still have similar tournament results. So it's hard to say. So they're probably close in terms of strength. But I mean, everyone will tell you Ryu is much better. Got a question. What is a good combo for Rashid? I'm still figuring out Rashid combos. I'm really bad with Rashid. Look at high-level Rashid players, then you'll see the combos. Yo, Repulse, what's up? It's been a while. About equal. I think they're about equal. But yeah, I think unless Capcom does something about the top tiers, we won't see Ken as much for sure. So yeah, let's take a look at this though. Once again, no DP anti-air. This is actually a big one. You know, it causes me to here I really regret this one because I thought, hey, I'm clearly in range for the crouching medium kick punish, but I wasn't, you know, and then I got punished severely for that. If I just had done the sweep, it would have been much better. I'm happy about this perfect parry though, and getting him clipped like that, very important. And here, I was kind of lucky, by the way, to get all of this. I shouldn't have done that, you know? The moment I did this, I should have really killed him. I should have really killed him. It was really not necessary. Oh wow, I really needed the fireball combo. I really needed the fireball combo there. Whoa, this one was not gonna be... Oh wow! The fireball combo was necessary for the kill. Oh wow, I've never seen it actually make a difference. Oh, it's, wow. Okay. Big update on August 3rd, supposedly. We'll see though. Big update, I mean, that's what they said for like the last couple of updates. They said, biggest update ever. We changed the hitbox of Ryu's standing hard light punch to be more in line with his animation. Have fun, guys. Yeah, this is actually a bad spot, and I do have to guess. Honestly, I'm happy. I'm more willing to even attempt a parry in that spot. Here, look at it. Look at this. Look at what I did there. First of all, very, very gutsy jab as an opening. But here, I'm really baiting a DI here. So I am thinking about that. He fucked up the anti-air, so now he's in a terrible spot, you know? Again, I'm waiting for him to let loose of the DI. Nothing is happening. Here I could have killed him, by the way. This was a mistake. Look, I was so undecided whether I should do that, but here he was dead. You see that? He was dead. Or normally, at the very least, I would have done this and then threatened more. Instead, I didn't do anything. Instead, I went in for the jab. I realized I really had a better opportunity there. But the cool thing is, I went for the jab that causes the kill here. And I think I even... got the timing right. I think the jab would have worked and not whiffed if he had not done the super, right? Yep, you see that? So that jab was good. Clips him if he presses a button, doesn't clip me if he does a super. So yeah, at the end I did have some clean sequences to get the victory here, but still, like, a couple of really big drops. Still, always got to remember that, you know, even if you have a victory, you might have had a cleaner victory, you know, and next time maybe the opponent is not going to be making a mistake that got you in this position to begin with, you know. So yeah. Now, the big one, though, Semi. MDZ Jimmy versus Semi. This is the set that in the regional final last year, I actually beat Semi. I came out on top, which I was happy about, but I need to do that consistently, so let's analyze this set. I'm baiting him into mistakes from the light punches or light kicks that I'm doing. But I whiffed a drive rush, and he immediately punished me for that, you know? Could have punished that, you know? I'm happy I actually chose the back hard kick. Combo routes that I'm choosing here are actually pretty efficient to get the job done, but still a little bit more optimal. Great crosscut here. Yeah, I'm trying desperately to get something going, but I'm not. And yeah, this is not how you're gonna get that, you know? Yo, the Alan Bug, good to see you on TikTok. Let's see that again. So yeah, I was just... He was trying to get a back hard kick. Look at this. He was trying to do a back hard kick, and I interrupted it like this. Interesting. This is where I'm happy about the crouching fierces, you know? The Tatsu, I really don't get punished that easily. But look, I feel like I'm giving him too much space in this spot, right? I think I could do a lot better just by going a little bit more aggressively. Instead, I'm just waiting. Here, I got really lucky here with this Hasho working out. String not optimal, by the way, right here. Look at this. I'm doing a medium punch. I'm actually +2 on this one because it was timed medium. And then I'm doing a jab. Now -1. and I get clipped by that light kick. Very brave tech from me. Interesting that I didn't actually attempt to punish, go for a perfect parry or really anything on the donkey kick. A DI wouldn't have been possible because of the super, but still. And here I kind of get lucky. I get that last opening that I really need, you know? He overcommitted a little bit with his attacks, and I got the opening and efficient punish as well. But still, I feel like I'm giving him too many chances here to make these comebacks. Here, I finally need to optimize this as well. You know, I could have done that, or maybe even better. You know, like this was a good moment. Low scaling, you know, almost got the burnout, you know. That was a good moment to do this. So that was a big swing that I could have had, but because I keep doing the light kick punish, I didn't get anything off of that. There was so much more potential for this punish. I'm being a little bit hesitant here on the jabs as well, because I'm looking for more punish opportunities. But hey, at the very least, I still somehow managed to get the opening in order to burn him out. Right, and now I can actually threaten the chip out. He didn't go for the tech, by the way. He let me throw him there. Here I needed to whiff punish that. And then he knew, okay, now the moment I landed the crouching medium kick, he was in chip range. So he needed something big. So he started to jump in and died because of it. Semi was killing you in crossover DPs. You mean cross-cut DPs? That's not the reason why I lost. Not because he landed cross-cut DPs. So I was in fairly good control in the first match, you know? A couple of opportunities where I could have optimized, but overall, I was the one in control. Here, this was actually just kind of funny. Look at this. The stare down here. Here he decides, on this frame, Semi decides crouching medium punch, right? Let's see, when do I decide to press the punch? 1 frame later, 2, 3. 3 frames later, you know? That was a good conversion from me. I'm really happy with this punish right here, you know? I was ready for the drive rush option, but still, he still got it. And right here, honestly, I could have had a much better punish, but I don't blame myself for doing the sweep. But I could have done that. I really need to DI this. Like, Semi is getting away with way too many the donkey kicks there. Honestly, this was a major mistake. Like, take a look at this. First of all, really weird scenario right here. But here, I could have had a punish for sure. Like, see that? Like, he was dead in that moment. Like what happened? Like I was 1 frame too late or something like that, right? That was a good DP though. I have no idea what I was thinking there, but I definitely didn't expect that. And there you can get the kill. There we go. Actually, like so far, really, really strong play for me. I was the one on like having the upper hand in this set. But now, because I'm not changing up my game plan enough, I'm dying. A bit greedy, but hey, it kind of worked out. I kind of like my like a lot of decisions that I'm making. Let me see, like where exactly did I go wrong? This one, by the way, was a big swing right here. That that neutral jump that was perfectly timed. You know, he knew exactly what to look for. He walked forward to threaten, then he neutral jumped. I happened to do a sweep, and then he took this damage right here. Took a lot of damage, but not enough. See, I'm baiting him a lot with light kick. Look at this, look at this. I'm trying to give him the expectation that I'm not gonna go in and I'm just defending, right? And then the first forward dash that I'm doing, he immediately covers this. And I die because of it. Kind of crazy, right? At the end of the day, I don't even feel like I'm playing this one poorly. It's just that Semi has amazing reactions, and what I try to do right here, maybe from the mindset and everything makes sense, but I just cannot get away with that against a high-level player like Semi like this, you know? So it didn't work out. So yeah, 1-1 all of a sudden. Must be a Smurf. That's exactly what I should have said, right? Here, this was just... I feel like this was where I was falling apart. Maybe mentally I was falling apart. I really need more sleep and everything, because I have no idea what this Tatsu was. Like, clearly a mistake, right? Finally, I get a perfect parry on this one. I tried to go for the DP, but I didn't get it. I did get the side switch though, so I kind of like that. But here's a classic thing that happens to me against high-level players. I get too greedy with my buttons, and they find the perfect moment to jump out of the corner. This was really a heartbreaking moment for me. I mean, I anti-aired that at the very least. Not the optimal anti-air, but hey, not too bad. Here, he's looking for something. And this was really silly, you know? Light kick got punished by the OD fireball, and he got so much damage from that. Trying to find the right moment. And then I'm chipped, you know? Here I died, I didn't recognize that. You see, I was trying to be so patient. Look at this. Maybe I could have done the super here. Nah, probably not. Nah, never, no way. Yeah, no way. Okay. At the very least, I did make a mistake there. So I had to go in. But I feel like if I'm gonna cover a DP scenario, you know, I should still go in aggressively. Do a delayed button, do a drive rush cancel, and just throw him or something, you know? But I wasn't ready to commit. And I think I wasn't ready to commit specifically because I didn't recognize this was actually a checkmate scenario. I was so close to getting checkmated, I really didn't recognize it. So there we go. And here, you see that I ended up deciding a crouching fierce punish, but really a heavy DP was necessary, you know, or DP. Yeah, this is a setup, by the way, that I don't know. So drive rush, crouching medium punch, heavy DP, then dash forward. Overhead is an overhead setup. Very interesting. Here I was ready again, but I'm just not happy. I need to be able to DP that. Why don't you play Elena anymore? I've never played Elena in my life. What do you mean? The donkey kick, you know? Honestly, a heavy a drive rush, I mean a drive impact was the correct way to handle this situation. And there we go, he cheesed it. You know, from the neutral, a couple of scenarios from the neutral game, this is how he got the upper hand. Honestly though, I didn't remember this match being so close though. Technically, just a few gambles away from going to me. GDM Himi, is that a real person? Anyways, let's see. This is the final match, you know, 2-1 for Semi at that point. Let's see. Unfortunately, I wasn't close enough for the sweep to connect, and then I got shimmied as a result. And this way you can see a little bit of a difference between me and Semi. The way Semi shimmies with medium punch, very, very strong, honestly. Very efficient way to handle the scenario. He's putting me as fast as possible in, like, close to burnout. And he did get that, you know? Here I technically made a mistake, by the way. The correct way to handle the scenario would have been to do a medium Tatsu instead of burning myself out. I have the pressure here, I don't burn out. Sure, I'm not in the perfect spot, but still, much better than whatever this is, you know? Yep. So yeah, good thinking by Semi, you know. I like the donkey kick here that I threw out. I couldn't believe he went for the overhead there. And here, I got so confused. I was like, oh yeah, I did a drive rush, let's do a heavy Hasho, and it just whiffed. I remember this one clearly. I was like, why did I do that? So a major mistake from me right here, okay? I let so much damage slide, and it was completely unnecessary, you know? And what I find really impressive, like that one jab triggers Semi to actually go take his pressure back and get the victory, you know? He's looking for just one jab from me to block, and then instinctively he presses the button. Even though I'm the guy known to go for the light Hasho after the jab, you know? It's actually wild that he still did that. But yeah, he did end up getting the victory as a result, you know? And that is something gotta work. Like a couple of scenarios that I still need to optimize. Honestly, it didn't look as bad as I remembered it in my head, you know? In my head, I got totally destroyed, but in reality, it really was a lot closer than that. In a couple of scenarios, if I had executed a little bit better, if I hadn't done that light tatsu at that round start by accident, it would have been even closer, you know? So that was not too bad. Third CPT, I'm in on like 8th place on the leaderboard. I'm technically qualified for the regional finals, but in order to solidify my spot in this top 8, I think I really need better placement in the next 2 tournaments, you know? The minimum result, by the way, to improve my current placement within the CPT is 7th place, because I got 9th once and 7th place twice. So to improve my score, I need at least a top 8 finish. But I think 7th place might not even cut it, you know? Even if I have a triple 7th place, there are people who are behind me on the leaderboard who could overtake me easily if they get like 3rd place or something like that. So what I really need is just try to go for the win, you know? I need to be able to beat Jan. Big problem. And Semi, I'm always close beating Semi. And in the regional final last year, I did beat Semi. I had to play him and I did beat him. So I can definitely do this. Just gotta optimize a little bit, get a little bit more playtime in, show a little bit more variety, and also punish Semi, like recognize the punishes a little bit more easily, you know? I think all of that basically boils down to just gotta play a little bit more to be a bit faster on like the adaptation. That's what's gonna be important. Yeah, top 4 finish. I think it's possible. I think it's just like a little bit is missing. And I know playtime is a major factor for me personally. So I'll try to work on that. So yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. So yeah, we'll see next time, you know? We'll see what happens next time. Kind of interesting. I went for the analysis and everybody tuned out. Is it that boring to do the analysis? I guess in the meantime, enjoy some Semi action. And wow, Semi is playing shady right now. Quite interesting. Get more sleep. Yeah, Roland. I mean, mostly determined by my skin condition. I hope I can finally get a little bit better in check. I got some more meds the other day from my dermatologist. So yeah, hopefully I can make that work. Yeah, in general, we're moving in the right direction, I feel, you know? Just gotta keep it together. I always watch the video where you're dying for Jamie with the CA. That's a very old one, yeah. Leo. You stream when I have work, unfortunately. Stack. There are people who exclusively watch my content while they're at work. You gotta optimize that shit, you know? I have thought about changing the streaming times a little bit as well. Maybe we'll do that in the future. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy Semi stream. I will probably be back this weekend, sometime this weekend. Might not be streaming tomorrow, but I'll try to work on some YouTube content. Maybe I'll finally be able to work on some Ryu combo / guides and upload that before I go to Poland next Tuesday. I will leave for Poland, okay? I'm really gonna try my best to give you guys as much content as possible before that happens. But yeah, then I'll be gone for a couple of days. So yeah, we'll see how that's gonna go. In any case, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Take care.